Y'all ain't seen Will Smith, have you? I heard he out here smacking the mess out of people. What? Yo, I was so ready. Where did Big Willie style come from? Will came out, was like, nah, 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 nah. Ooh. 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 Boy, that's boy. Yo, bro, y'all. Easily the best night in Oscars television live hit TV history. Best moment ever. What? Oh boy. Chris said one too many jokes, and Will was not getting jiggy with it. He couldn't get jiggy with that mess, though. Oh, godly. Oh, Big Willie from West Philly. Oh, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to be professional about this. Yo, guys, I was minding my own business. I wasn't even watching. I was just, me and the wife, we in the bed, we just chilling, and then all of a sudden, the joke crack, and everybody's like, ha ha ha, and I see Will get up. I'm like, oh, okay, look, and then, in case you didn't know, if you're in America, your TV glitched, right? If you're in America, your TV glitched after that moment. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, that's a very odd scripted moment. What are they doing? And then I saw the unscripted, or the unedited version, because in Japan, in Australia, where they were live broadcasting this stuff, it was unscripted. It was unedited. And that right there, for any of y'all that are saying, oh, this was scripted, oh, this was not real, or whatever, that's real. Let me tell you something. I've been to award shows, okay? I've seen how the TV production side works. You don't hit the pause button on a scripted event. All of that was real. And you guys know we got the footage, and we gonna go through it. Come on now. Let's go ahead and roll it out. Hold on, where we at here? Y'all know what time it is. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you so much, but we got a little thing here where we like to just watch videos sometimes together. And so in case you missed the smack her around the world, let me see. I think I got it pulled up here. Let me pull it up and let's check it out real quick. I believe this is Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Let's see. I'm sorry. I don't know. I play too much. I'm sorry. That wasn't the right video. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get the actual video for y'all. I'm sorry. That wasn't it. Here we go. Okay, here it is. My bad, y'all. My bad. Here is the video. Now, I'm gonna play the video for you, and then I'm gonna give you the background. I'll explain why this happened, because a lot of people think that it was scripted. No, this was not. And some other people think that this was just out of nowhere. No, there's a lot more background to this. So let's go and watch the actual video together. And, you know, for I don't know if kids are still awake. There's a little language here, just FYI. Let's check it out.
どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
Okay. Yet again, this was not scripted, okay? And we gonna break this down real quick. I want to go through this video and break it down for y'all because there's so many moments here. There's so many moments. First and foremost, let's look at this. If anybody even thinks this is fake, I need you to listen to Chris Rock's mic and his reaction, okay? It was a thud and a ooh at the same time.
どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow.
That's not fake, people. Because if it was fake, usually you hit the air. He made contact. You heard the thump. He hit him for real. Okay? Now, let's go through this a little bit more.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
The fact that you hear the rest of the audience laughing, that's because they don't know what the hell is going on. Okay? When I tell you, like, even when I went to the Critics' Choice Awards and, you know, Jane Campion had her little, you know, terrible speech where she was like kind of putting Venus and Serena down and stuff like that. People kept clapping and laughing because a lot of times when you're in that moment, you just kind of roll with it and you don't know if it's scripted. You don't know if they're joking. You have no idea. So you do hear all these people clapping because they don't know how else to react. And keep watching.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I need y'all to look at this because right now I am Lupita and she is me. I think Lupita is all of us. Okay, look at Lupita's face at first. You see the face right there. She's like, ha 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 ha. And then, woo, woo. Lupita, it was at that moment that Lupita was like, oh, you for real? Because you hear the tone in Will's voice change. This ain't Fresh Prince talking to you, okay? This was for real. And you see Lupita's face change with Will Smith's tone.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was.
And she had to double check like, oh, we off script. This for real.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's
G.I. Jane.
You notice how she closed her mouth the second time? Because that's when she was like, oh, this for real. Yeah, this for real. Yeah, that's for real.
のジョーだったんです。
fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
Another tip. That long, awkward silence. Guys, let me tell y'all something. When you're doing TV production, every second counts. Okay? You know when they like play the music to get people to hurry up and talk or whatever? That's because every second counts because it's being paid for. That long, awkward pause, yet again, this is why it's not staged. Nobody's going to be okay with long, dead silence in something that costs almost $1 million or more to produce. Yeah, that's not fake at all. And it was at that point right there where the producer was like, keep going. Keep going. We don't know what to do. Just keep going.
That was a greatest night in the history of television.
And shout out to Chris Rock for being a great comedian, because the only thing you can do at that point is try to laugh it off with some sort of joke. That's all you can do. Now, personally, I'm just saying, I don't care if you Will Smith or whoever you are. You put hands on me, I'm sorry, my natural defenses go kick it. I'm sorry, we throwing hands. Cut to commercial. Like we throwing Willie. We throwing hands. But you know, and I'm gonna give the wife some credit for this, because she was bogus for this joke, but it was funny. She was like, Chris Rock's reaction after getting hit, he looked like somebody that's been hit before, and this is just normal. And I was like, golly. Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, my natural reaction is, you hit me for real, I'm gonna look at you crazy, and then I'm swinging. But this man was just like, joke. I don't know if he like a professional like that, but whatever. He went on with it. So
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here
yeah.
to give a documentary out.
Yeah. You're done. Yeah, that's it. You're done, sir. All right. So that right there, that was a lot. And I'm gonna get to y'all comments. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to y'all comments real soon. But now's the time where I got to give y'all some background information as to why this all happened. This did not happen out of nowhere. A lot of this stuff did. Oh, actually, before I do that, we could do a little more video here. Before I do that, here is video. What you're seeing right here is Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry consoling Will Smith. There's no real audio right here. So this is, yet again, this is during the commercial break. This is while the cameras are off, okay? They're talking to Will Smith and encouraging him. You know, if you listen to Will's acceptance speech for winning Best Actor, he had said that Denzel told him the devil's always going to come for you when you're at your highest point. You know, when you're at your best moment, that's when the devil's going to come to you. So that's what Denzel told him right there in that moment. This is yet again not staged, okay? Because this right here, this is what happens when the cameras are off. This footage right here is from someone's personal cell phone, you know, or whatever, that they're recording this moment. So again, for anyone thinking that this was like staged or an act, it's not. This was legitimate, because this type of stuff does not happen, you know, behind the scenes or whatever. Now, that's, you know, and as you can see, Will Smith is wiping, you know, his face. He's crying. He's really feeling this. Like, this is actually a real emotional moment for him, because he's very, very protective of all the people that he loves, right? So this is the point where I want to give you guys some of the background. So for those of you that are not aware, okay, if you're not aware, this is not the first time that Chris Rock has poked fun at Will and Jada, okay? The joke that Chris Rock made, he was talking to Jada Smith about how, you know, she had a low haircut, you know, like she's been bald here. And he was saying something about like G.I. Jane and how's the filming going for G.I. Jane 2 and all that, basically poking fun at her low haircut. That was a sensitive subject for Jada. The reason why it was sensitive, at least, you know, according to what I've been told, and I believe she said this on Red Table Talk, so please correct me if I'm wrong. The G.I. Jane 2 joke hit hard because she's currently battling alopecia, which is basically hair loss. And if anybody has been dealing with hair loss or knows, it could be a very sensitive subject. You know, I can only imagine. I mean, it's tough for men, I can only imagine for women even more, so that has been something that, she's revealed to the world. That clearly it's a sensitive subject. And the fact that he kind of brought that up and poked fun at that. And some people were saying that Will was laughing at the joke at first until he looked at Jada. And if you saw the earlier clip, when you look at Jada, when the joke was actually made, Jada was pissed. Jada was pissed from the jump. She didn't laugh at all. She was just like, oh, word. And Will looked over and was like, oh, crap. You just hurt my wife. You hurt my wife for real. So this is something that definitely hit home. And again, if you listen to Will's acceptance speech, he doesn't go and name Chris Rock specifically. But what he did do was open up his speech by talking about how, just like, Richard, King Richard in the movie, he's very protective. And if you've read Will Smith's autobiography, or, his latest memoir, his book, I've read like half of it already. Will talks about how his parents, had an abusive relationship. His mom was being domestically abused by his father. And one thing that really stuck with Will was the fact that he felt like a coward. He felt like a coward because he was not able to protect his mother when that abuse was happening. And even as he got older, when he saw other people that he cared about or loved that were getting abused or mistreated or whatever, he didn't do anything. So that's yet just another angle of where this is coming from for Will personally. And that's why his speech, when he was talking about, I got to protect the people I love, that's where that comes up. Now, like I said, this is not only the first time that they've talked about this. And if you think about it, if anybody else had made the joke, it probably wouldn't have been a big deal. But because it was Chris Rock, and apparently he's a habitual line stepper, that was a problem. So let's go back to the video, because I got that for you guys at least. This is what Chris Rock said about Jada back in 2016 during Oscars So White. Just to kind of give you some background, during the Oscars So White thing, Jada decided to boycott, Jada and Will, they decided to boycott the Oscars at that time. Now, Jada was not nominated for anything. And Chris Rock decided to make a joke about that. So let me pull this up. And here's what he said.
Spike got mad, and Sharpton got mad, and Jada went mad, and Will went mad. Everybody went mad. It's quite like Jada got mad. Jada says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. It's not an invitation I would turn down. But I understand. I'm not hating. I understand you're mad. Jada's mad. Her man, Will, was not nominated for Concussion. I get it. Tell the truth. I get it. You get mad. She said it's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. Yeah, you're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay? Okay? Things,
All right. So I'm just giving y'all some context about why this was all built up over time. And I guess Will just, enough was enough and it was time for a change. He wasn't having it. Now, with all that said, all jokes aside, all the funny stuff or whatever, I totally understand where Will is coming from. But you can't put your hands on people like that. You can't. I mean, I think the more sensible thing, and here's the thing, when you're dealing with emotions, logic ain't about to hit either. But the more sensible thing would have been when the cameras are off, you go backstage and you can give Chris Rock a piece of your mind. I'm not saying you got to throw hands, but I am saying, like, if that did happen, at least it's not in front of millions of people. So either way, I don't think Will was right for putting his hands on Chris Rock like that. Although I understand where he was coming from emotionally, and that's why I told you his background information from his book and everything else, because this is a trauma sticking point for Will Smith specifically. When he sees people that that he loves that are getting hurt, he's at the point. I mean, he's over 50 now, and he's at the point where he's like, I don't care no more. Not condoning what he did, but like I said, I at least understand it. So I think for most normal people, or most other people, you brush off the joke. You leave it alone. You like, what? It's a joke. It's a bad joke. Whatever. But this triggered him. It triggered his wife, and it triggered him. And to have the audacity to go on stage and physically put hands on somebody, that just shows you how serious it actually is for him. So, do you agree with Will Smith putting his hands on Chris Rock? Do you think he was justified for doing it? Do you feel like, I mean, if you Chris Rock, what do you do? Because I don't think Chris Rock is gonna sue him. He could. He's only got, I don't know, a couple million witnesses. I don't know. Let me know what you think should happen. But yeah, that was a lot. All right, let me go to some of the comments. Ernest, what you going? The fact is, they put their lies out there for all the world to see. Will looks bad, and I lost all respect for him. Okay, I mean, that's I understand. I understand how people can feel that way. For me, it's harder for me to judge because y'all know, for me, I'm gonna put my seminary hat on, judge not lest ye be judged, right? That doesn't mean don't judge anybody. That's not what the Bible talks about when it comes to judging. It means judge people the way you would want to be judged. In other words, don't be hypocritical with your judging. So, for example, for me, it's harder for me to judge Will Smith because I'm not in his shoes. I haven't had the experiences that he's gone through. I haven't had to deal with, seeing my mother get beat up or my other loved ones go through abuse and have that be a triggering thing for me. So again, while I don't personally condone it, it's hard for me to judge him because I don't have the emotional baggage that he does, and that's something we got to kind of keep in mind. We can call out moral actions all day, but y'all, people are still going to be people, right? You can call out the behavior, but like, let's just, hold on judging people, because you never know how you going to act if somebody goes on stage, or if somebody, I mean, everybody got a line, again, I don't condone it. I don't condone it, but woo, this was tough. Roman, thank you. Bad look for us black people. Them people are going to eat this up. I it's definitely not a good look. Thank you so much for that, Roman. I appreciate that so much. And Marcus, I appreciate you as well, man. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel like that, y'all. I am really, really, really hoping that both of them do work all this out. And I mean, whether it's Red Table Talk or whether they do it privately, whatever. I really do hope that they talk that out, because look, people are gonna have issues, people are gonna have conflicts, but when you're an adult, you gotta come around. And I think that when Will sees the video, I think when he reflects on the situation, when the emotions go down, I think he's gonna come to his senses. He's not gonna apologize for how he feels, because he shouldn't. You don't have to apologize for how you feel. But I think he's going to apologize for physically putting hands on Chris Rock and slapping him in front of like the entire world. There were better options, but cooler heads prevail, right? Robert, thank you so much. Everyone didn't know, just like I didn't know until now. So Chris might not have known. Black on black violence, I'm assuming, not good. Makes us look bad. Proves other people. Yeah, their point. Yeah, it's incredibly poor optics. It's definitely, and it sucks. It sucks because if we can be honest here, okay, and if you're new here, we like to keep it nice and fresh and funky. Black people have had to uphold a standard of perfection in the public eye because of the negative stereotypes that have always been painted on us over time through media, you know. And let's be honest. I mean, if this was, you know, I don't know, Bradley Cooper and Chris Evans, or I don't know, something like that, we'd be talking about it, but we'd be like, whatever. Boys would just be boys. You know, the guys are just, they had a scuffle, they'll be all right. But for Black folks, historically, culturally, in America, we do have to uphold that image. It's just the reality. Whether you believe in racial issues or not, really doesn't matter, because it's still a reality for us. It's still an experience that we have to go through. So it is a problem. And that's why you see people in the comments talking about this. It's definitely a bad look. I mean, again, look at the Super Bowl. Okay. Look at the Super Bowl with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. Who got the brunt of all that negativity and that press? Janet Jackson didn't put her own hand on her chest and have the wardrobe malfunction. Justin Timberlake did, right? So I'm not saying that, you know, all the blame should be on Justin, but notice how he got very little blame. They dragged and canceled Janet Jackson for years. They altered in the NFL the perception of hip hop. They didn't even do hip hop. They went straight to classic, country music and all this good old. Basically, they went with white appealing music. Let's be honest. They went with white, safe music and stayed away from anything predominantly Black for years. So I'm not making this up when I say the imagery of Black people in the face of America has always come with the burden of being bigger and better than the way we are perceived. Kiki, what's going on? LAPD released a statement saying Chris has declined to file charges. Thank you for that update. That makes sense. I think that if he were to press charges, that would only make things worse. And yeah, I think they're going to work things out behind the stage. Like, I think that, you know, maybe they don't talk at all, but if they do, I think they're going to work things out. I wouldn't be surprised if Will apologized to Chris. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris apologized to Will. You know, again, maybe he did not know that Jada was struggling with this. I don't know. But Kiki, thank you so much for that. That is perfect. Thank you. Frank, thank you so much. Every haha isn't funny. Got the taste slapped out his mouth. Now he will think about certain things he says. Embarrassment is the best medicine. That's what I was told growing up. I definitely think that people are going to recheck some of their jokes. Here's the thing. Even as a comedian, I think that you have to be careful when you're talking about people's physical appearances, especially if you don't know. That's the one thing I would say, because again, like, let's say somebody has a disease or something or a condition. You don't want to make joke about something that people can't change. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're just being a jerk. I think Chris assumed that this was a stylistic choice on Jada's part. Because I don't think Chris Rock would be heartless or uncaring for the sake of a joke. He's too good of a comedian not to come up with another joke because he clearly thought this was harmless. He even said it. He was like, yo, the joke was about G.I. Jane too. Like, he really didn't get that this was personal for her. So I think they are going to think twice moving forward, though. Oh, come on now. What up, new subscriber? Welcome to the family. All right now. Hey, every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we come together like this and have fun and talk about the news and everything. So definitely go and check that out. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.